Welcome back, ladies and gents. Gorge George back for a matchday preview. We got Stoke at home at Stamford Bridge, 3 o'clock kickoff. It should be 3 points, but should and will be are totally different things. We've got to turn up and we've got to take our chances. Against Brighton, we beat them 2-0, but in the first half we missed our chances. We weren't clinical enough, and I thought that was going to cost us like it did against Everton. So we really needed to, in the first half, start quickly, and that's been our problem for years. So hopefully against Stoke, we start early like we did when we played them at their grounds, got an early goal and cruised into the victory. So last time we played Stoke, we beat them 4-0. Morata got a hat-trick, and it was pretty easy, to be fair. But will it be the same again? Stoke of late haven't been in great form. There's been talk about Mark Hughes losing his job, and they're sitting 13th, but only 3 points above the relegation zone. So it's not going great for them. So they might come out fighting and try for an upset and try to get themselves away from the relegation zone. But I do think they've got great players going forward. They've got Shaqiri, Choupo-Moting, and Peter Crouch, who always seems to score against us. But their defence is weakened. They've got no Shawcross, they've got no Peters, they've got no Zuma because we're his parent club where he's loaned out from, so he can't play against us. So their defence looks a bit shaky, but I do rate Butland in goal. And every time we seem to come up against the opposition, their goalkeeper seems to have an absolute fantastic game. Like the Brighton goalkeeper Ryan, Fabianski from Swansea. All these goalkeepers seem to have an absolute stormer against us. So I'm hoping that Jack Butland doesn't, but I do rate Jack Butland as a goalkeeper. So I'm going to get on to my predicted lineup. The predicted lineup that I think Antonio Conte is going to go with one eye on the Arsenal game coming up after the new year. So I'm going to put Thibaut Courtois in goal. So my back line is going to be Azpilicueta, Christensen and Rudiger. I think Gary Cahill is going to be rested for the Arsenal game coming up in the new year. So that leads me on to my wing backs. I'm going to think Marcus Alonso and Victor Moses. I think they both had brilliant games against Brighton. I think Marcus Alonso was my man of the match against Brighton because he really could have scored a hat-trick, and that's what I wanted him doing more, is getting in the box and being that physical presence along with Morata. I think at corners he could be an extra physical presence other than Christensen, Rudiger, Cahill and Morata. I think he can add something in there. So, and when Victor Moses got on the right, I wanted to see him attacking the back post. So Alonso and Moses going as my wing backs. In the midfield, I think he's going to put N'Golo Kante and Bakayoko. I would like to see Danny Drinkwater come in, but I don't think Antonio Conte is going to pick him. I think he's going to keep it similar because Kante and Bakayoko seem to get their partnership now. They seem to be clicking and understanding each other's game a bit more. So they're forming a good partnership, and you don't want to really break that up coming up to the Arsenal game. So that's going to be my midfield two. I think Fabregas is probably going to have a rest for the Arsenal game. So I think up front is going to be Alvaro and Morata. You can't take him out of the team when we haven't got another striker. And he obviously scored against Brighton, a fantastic header set up by Azpilicueta. So those two just seem to know where each other are and have a fantastic click. I'm hoping that they provide the same sort of thing coming up to the Stoke game. My front line is going to be Pedro, Hazard and Alvaro Morata. I want Hazard to be more selfish. I want him to take shots by himself and not give it to someone else. Against Brighton, I remember N'Golo Kante breaking free and releasing Hazard, and he took too long to have a shot. He should have hit it after his first, as soon as he took his first touch, hit it with your left, but he tried to bring it back onto his right, and they managed to get defenders on the line and in the way. I want him to be more selfish. I want him to be clinical. I want him to get at least 2 goals every game. I know that's a big demand, but to be the best and on that level with other players in his category, he's got to be scoring every game at least 1. But against Stoke, I think he can get 2. I'm hoping Morata gets another hat-trick or at least another goal, because this sort of opposition, you can really put 5 past them, especially with the defence woes. So I think we're going to win this by a large margin of goals, and but we have to be clinical. We really do. We really have to be clinical. We need to take our chances and not squander them, and make sure we start the first half nice and quickly, get an early goal and put them on the back foot straight away. But this is Stoke, and we know how Mark Hughes is going to play. It's going to be physical. It's going to be rough. There are going to be massive challenges going in. So, yeah, I think it's going to be difficult, but that is my starting lineup. And with that starting lineup, I think we'll be able to get the win quite easily. So, let me know on what you think on my starting lineup. If you agree, let me know in the comments down below. If you don't, put your starting 11 down below. So that leads me on to my score prediction. I got it right last time against Brighton. I predicted 2-0 and we won 2-0. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get this score prediction right. And I'm hoping that we're going to beat Stoke City 3-0. So it's going to be Chelsea 3, Stoke City 0. That's my score prediction. If you agree, let me know. If you think it's going to be something else, also let me know down in the comments below, along with your starting 11. I'm going to be at Stamford Bridge tomorrow, doing my usual match day vlog. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you can see it come out straight away. Hopefully I should have it up pretty quickly after the game. So make sure you are keeping an eye out for that. But yeah, I also want to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. I'm almost at 500 now. So if you really enjoyed my video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like and share it with your friends. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, almost at 500 now. And it's just amazing to see and how quickly this channel's growing. So let me know what you want to see more of, and I'll make sure I'll do it for you guys. But absolutely thank you to everyone who's subscribed so far. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, that's my starting 11. That's my predicted lineup. I want Hazard to be more clinical. I want him to be selfish. I want him to get 2 goals against Stoke on Saturday. I want Alvaro to add to his tally. And make sure you leave your comments down below on your starting 11, on your score predictions. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at Stamford Bridge. Last but not least, come on you Blues!